Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Loyola Breakers softball as we have the third game of the season as the Breakers are hosting the Deer Lodge Lady Wardens, and it looks as though we are ready to go, and they're going to take care of the national anthem, so we're going to go ahead and step aside for a few moments while they take care of that anthem.
If you would please rise, gentlemen, and remove your caps for the national anthem.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Loyola Sports. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set to go here. And we're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineups. Starting out with the Deer Lodge Wardens. Batting first will be number 4, Riley Gray. She will be pitching today. Number 12, Jordan Cynical, will be batting second. She's going to hold down third base. The shortstop will bat third. That's number 1, Rachel Nicholson. Number 3, Alyssa Lamb will bat fourth. She's going to hang out behind the plate as the catcher. Number 7, Jessie Gravely will hang out in center field. She'll bat fifth. Batting sixth will be number 13, Madison Johnson, the first baseman. The second baseman, number 5, Mackenzie Meir, will bat seventh. Batting eighth is Morgan Stevenson. She's number 9, and she'll hang out in left field. In the right fielder, number 16, Emma Packer, will bat last. The Deer Lodge Lady Wardens are coached by Joe Gray. Now for the Loyola Breakers, batting first, number 1, Helly Badarudin. She'll hold down third base. Molly McHugh, number 6, will bat second. She'll be the second baseman. The shortstop, number 10, Emily Hermes, will bat third. Batting fourth will be number 5, Kayla Hickether. She is the pitcher. Carly Tipp, number 15, will bat fifth. She's going to be the wall behind the plate. Morgan Hall is the DP, number 12. She bats sixth. Batting seventh is number 25, Casey Donahue. That's the first baseman. Hanging out in right field and batting eighth will be number 20, Violet Whitegrass. And in left field, it will be number 2, Stephanie Radcliffe, batting ninth. Number 21, Melody Vanderpeer, is in center field. So that's your starting lineups for both sides as we get ready to go here. They are announcing the Breakers lineup right now as the Deer Lodge Wardens lineup has been announced as well. The Lady Wardens, they are wearing their smoke gray jerseys. They've got the navy blue pants with a navy blue name and number with a white outline around both. the Loyola Breakers, and they've got the gray knee-high socks. Both teams sporting the knee-highs today. For the Loyola Breakers, they've got their new uniforms in navy blue with the red and white stripe down the leg. They've got a scarlet red jersey that has navy blue shoulders, a white name and number with a navy blue outline with the scarlet knee-high socks. So that's your starting lineups and our look at the uniforms as Kayla Hithiker will jump in the circle and warm up with Carly Tipp, and our officials behind the plate, Keith Komanek and Scott Johnson in the field. We're going to go ahead and step aside for 60 seconds while Hithiker warms up. When we come back, we'll have your first pitch. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Loyola Breaker softball field as we get ready to go. And stepping into the box is Riley Gray to bat first here for Deer Lodge. Here's the pitch by Hithiker. It is low and outside. They're going to call that one a strike. So let's pull up. You can follow along as you listen to the game on Game Changer. Just search for Loyola Breaker softball. As we bring it up here on Game Changer, as we look at a 1-1 count, this one swung on to get us to strike two. And there we have the game pulled up. As I was saying, as you listen to the game, you can follow along on Game Changer as well. Just search for Loyola Sacred Heart softball as this one's fouled off to get us still at 1-2. Breakers coming off of a doubleheader against Eureka to open up their season. Finally able to play some baseball, or softball I should say, and that was that opener. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop, picked up. The throw to first is there, held on to, and they're going to say safe. So a runner on at first in gray. That brings up number 12, Jordan Cynical. She is the third baseman for the Lady Wardens. She'll step in. Both the Breakers and the Wardens wearing wristbands this year, as the Breakers are under their second-year coach with Bissett. First pitch is swung on for strike one, and something I talked about on Saturday with the Breakers is their ability with Kayla Hithiker, the pitcher extraordinaire, as her second pitch is on its way. That one's going to be right over the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike two, is her ability to get batters to swing on the first pitch. And that's a stat that I've been working on trying to get, as she's going to swing on this one. It'll be strike three. That will bring up Alyssa Lamb. So Lamb to step in with a runner at first and one out. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing. Bunt laid down. That one's going to roll to the dugout. On the third base line, that is the Loyola Breaker dugout, as fans make their way into the game today. And it's been a wet couple of days, but the Lord has blessed us with some cloudy skies with some partial sun poking through as the pitch is on its way. This one's high And we'll have a ball, so that'll be a 1-1 count for Nicholson. Alyssa Lamb in the on-deck circle. The pitch stepped into, swung on, and that will be strike 2. So 1-2 on the count for Nicholson. Nicholson will be the shortstop when Deer Lodge gets up. This one's in the dirt in front of the plate. Runner's going to go. The throw to second is made. It is there, but not held on to, and the runner will get the base. And the count goes 2-2 for Nicholson. She'll settle in. Pitch on the way by Hithaker. This one's going to be hit high behind the backstop. Foul. And we stay alive at 2-2 with a runner at second and 1 out. Sun poking through and giving us a momentary lapse of reason. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that will be out number 2. Runner at second will hold, and that's 2 down. That will take us to Alyssa Lamb.
Brings to the plate, catcher, Lamb.
So Lamb settles in, right-handed batter, runner at second with 2 outs. She shows bunt. Bunt pulled back down the line to third, and there's the tag, and they're going to say safe at third. So Riley Gray has made the rounds, and she stands as a threat at third with a 1-0 count. And 2 outs. Here's the Hickether pitch. Swung on. This one's down the third base line into the field, and this one's caught to end the inning. So 1 on, hung there, and the Breakers hold on. We'll have the bottom of the first right after this. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Breaker softball field as I stumble along. Breakers up to bat. Leading off, it is Heli Badarudin. So Heli will settle in as Riley Gray is in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher circle. We have a 0-0 score, bottom of the first on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's Gray now with her foot on the rubber. Pitch on the way. High and outside for ball 1. Gray stands back at the backside of the pitcher circle, now walks to the rubber. Here's the pitch. That one's going to slide over the plate to get us even at 1 on the count. Badarudin, senior, as this one's outside, patient, 2-1 on the count. One thing that the Loyola Breaker softball program has really been able to do the last few years is really be patient at the plate, as this one is way outside. And we go 3-1 on the count to batter Dean. Here's the pitch. It's high. This one's going to be a walk, and batter Rudine will get on. Takes us to Molly McHugh. McHugh getting the call from Bassett, who stands at third. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's into center field over the shortstop's glove. And McHugh will get to first. She'll come around the corner and slam on the brakes. And the Breakers will have a runner at first with no outs. And that takes us to Emily Hermes, the shortstop. Hermes with a good play in that first half inning. Rocketing the ball over to first, but not in time. Here's the Gray pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike one. Hermes settles back in. And the pitch. Swung on. And McHugh is going to take the run to second as the ball got away. And we go 0-2 on the count to Hermes. Here's the pitch. And we'll be outside, and they're going to go ahead and advance their runners. So runners at first, at second and third now. And we go 1-2 on the count. McHugh at second. Batterudin at first. Gray stands at the back of the circle, now steps to the rubber. Komanek points, and now the pitch. That one's high, and we go even on the count at 2. Each team with a hit so far in this first inning. Breakers trying to work the thread at third. Batterudin in the ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's high into right field. It's deep and back. Player is there. Cannot get it in the glove. Runner's tag. Batterudin is in. McHugh rounds the corner at third. The throw is made home, and it's not in time. And Hermes on her wheels will get around to third, and the Breakers take a 2-0 lead on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And that takes us to the pitcher, Kayla Hickether. So the Breakers find themselves on the scoreboard right out of the gate. Hickether stepping in. Hickether yesterday had her signing day. Yeah, she's got a pitch outside for ball one. She's going to take her skills to the next level and play for Clark out of Vancouver. And her sister plays there. Here's the pitch. She'll let it slide by, but it'll be strike one. So 1-1 on the count. So very exciting day for her yesterday. Gray with the pitch. And that one goes by for ball two. So 2-1 on the count with no outs, and Hermes stems at third with 2 runs already scored. The pitch. Swung on. This one's hit hard into the gap between left and center. That'll bring the runner home from third, and Hickether will stand at first, and the Breakers take a 3-0 lead with Carly Tipp, the catcher, coming to the plate. And Bassett's going to come out, and on Saturday against Eureka, they had Rihanna Harris is going to run for Hickether. So they'll make the change right now on that. Gray now ready. Tipp looks at her sleeve. Tipp calls time. Umpire making his change in the book, and now we are ready to go. Tip sets in. Carly had a tremendous day against Eureka. This one's going to be hit on the first pitch. It's foul. First baseman is there. She is able to put it in the glove, and that'll be out number 1. That slides us to Morgan Hall for the Breakers. So 1 out, 1 on, and 3 runs scored here in the bottom of the first. Breakers lead 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hall ready. Gray with the pitch. Showing bunt, low pitch, and Lamb, the catcher, looking to go down the line, but Harris stays. 1-0 on the count. Hall checks her sleeve, and now Gray on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing. Throw to second is going to be there and not held on to, but Harris will make her way back to first. And we go 2-0 on the count with 1 out. I'm going to say 1-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing, and that one's going to slide in there for a strike, and we go 1-2. In the on-deck circle, Casey Donahue for the Breakers. Here's the pitch. Swung on, got a piece, so we stay alive at a 1-2. Breakers doing a good job of cheering on their batters. First 2 games of the year, but they were a little. And strike 3 will be out number 2. That brings us to Casey Donahue, the first baseman for the Breakers. But, you know, it was the first 2 games of the year. They weren't quite as vocal as they were, so I'm sure Coach Bissett encouraged them to be more vocal as this one swung on. Hit foul over the dugout down the first base line. Strike 1. Violet Whitegrass in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. We even out at 1. And we've been battling moisture here the last couple of days. It's cleared up, but it does look like something's coming this way. This one's fouled once again, and we go 1-2. Breakers 3 runs in this inning off of 3 hits. Here's the pitch. It's low. Harris, a little movement. We're even at 2. She'll hold it first, though. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Harris is going to go the throw, and the runner is there in time. So we go 3-2 on the count. Harris advances to second. And Donahue will settle in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to dribble to the pitcher. Picked up in the dirt. The throw to first is there and on time. And that'll be out number 2. The Breakers get 3. They hang 1. 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are at the Loyola Breakers softball field with the Breakers hosting Deer Lodge. Top of the second inning. It's the 5, 6, 7 batters for the Wardens. Jesse Gravely, the center fielder, to lead off the inning. So Gravely, Johnson, and Mayer.
Number 7, center fielder, Gravely.
Stepping in now, and Hithiker with the foot on the rubber. Pitch on the way. This one's swung on for strike one. Such a lethal pitcher. Can see why Hickether is going to play at the next level. Following in the footsteps of her little sister, or her big sister, I apologize. As this one slides on the inside of the plate for strike two. 0-2 on the count as the big ugly clouds move our way. Here's the Hickether pitch. Swung on, and it's 3 pitches and an out. Bringing us to the 6-hole batter. Number 13, Madison Johnson, the first baseman. Johnson with a great play to end the inning there. Here's Hickether with the pitch. High for ball one. Hickether looks at her wristband. Tip settles in behind the plate in the pitch. And we get ball two. 2-0 on the count to Johnson with Mackenzie Meir in the on-deck circle. Here's the Hickether pitch. Swung on for strike one. Hickether with 3 strikeouts in the inning and third as that one swung on to give us an even count at 2. Johnson looks down the third base line at Coach Gray. Here's the pitch. Swung on, reached for, and that one's going to be foul. Johnson reached for that one. It came back and rolled back into her ankle. 2-2. Johnson settles in. The pitch. Swung on, and that'll be strike 3 for out number 2. 2 down. Bringing us to the second baseman. Here's the pitch, swung on, strike 1. We might get hit with a little bit of moisture here. Here's the pitch, swung on, this one's hit. Shortstop picks it up on the bounce. The throw to first is there in time and held on to. And it's 1-2-3 in the top of the second for the Wardens. Breakers turn to bat right after this. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratt from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are at the bottom of the second inning. Loyola Breakers lead the Deer Lodge Wardens 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we have the bottom of the order to start off the inning. Number 8 batter, Violet Whitegrass, steps in with Radcliffe in the on-deck circle. It is Riley Gray in the 5 Valley Auto pitcher circle. Here's the pitch, and it bounces in front of the plate for ball 1. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here in Missoula. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Gray on her part, she has, oh, that is Hickether's stats. Let's take a look at Gray's stats. She has walked 1 and struck out 1 as we go 2-1 on the count now to Whitegrass. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 3. Whitegrass, part of that Breaker basketball program that went to state and took 3rd. Here's the pitch. And we go to a full count at 3-2 now. Gray steps to the rubber and the windup. This one's hit down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman, rocketed to first, held on to, and that'll be out number 1. Brings us to Stephanie Radcliffe, number 2. Radcliffe, a left-handed batter. Radcliffe lets it go by. She'll have strike 1. Here's the pitch to Radcliffe. She's going to let it go by, and we'll stay even at 1. One on the count with 1 out and nobody on. Bottom of the second. Breakers lead 3-0 as she lets that one go. Thought about it, but decided to let it go. And we go 2-1. Breakers earned 3 runs in the bottom of the first, looking to see if they can add to that. The pitch by Gray, and she'll let it slide by for ball 3. Three-1 on the count. The pitch. And that will get Radcliffe on at first. And we swing to the top of the order to Helly Batteruden. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of 2. Batteruden checks her wristband and now steps into the box. Here's the pitch. Bunt showing, reaching. Throw to second is off the mark, and the runner will get the base. Pitch thrown was a strike. As the wind picks up, you can hear it on the mic here. Here's the pitch by Gray. Swung on into right field, in and out of the glove. Runners will advance from second to third, and the Breakers with 1 out will have runners on the corners with Molly McHugh coming to the plate. So 1 out, runners at first and third. McHugh checks her wristband. As there's a little bit of moisture coming down now. McHugh steps in. Gray walks to the rubber. And now the pitch. McHugh. And Batterudin will advance from first to second as McHugh lets that one go by. And we go even on the count at 1. Batterudin settles in. No, McHugh, I apologize. Batterudin's at first, and they're going to have her come back from second. 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch by Gray. Swung on. Runner's going to go. The throw to second is in time. And the shortstop will hold up, and so Batterudin will get there. And we go 1-2 on the count. McHugh had the first hit of the game for the Breakers. Also earned the first run. Here's the pitch. And that one will strike out the batter for out number 2. We go to the shortstop, Emily Hermes. And we're going to go ahead and probably slide the hood up between innings. Pitch on the way. And we'll go ball 1. It is the bottom of the order for Deer Lodge in the top of the third. 8-9 batters scheduled. Up first. Here's the 1-0 by Gray. And we go ball 2. Hermes reached off of a hit. Her first at bat as we get strike 1 to the shortstop. So 2-1 on the count. You can hear the wind coming up on the microphone here. Here's the pitch by Gray. And we'll have ball 3. So 3-1 on the count. Two outs, runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. And we'll get a walk to load the bases. Takes us to the pitcher, Kayla Hickether. And the outfield will step back a couple of steps and rotate to the left. Pitch. Strike 1. Hickether let it go by. Hickether was one of 4 yesterday that signed letters of intent. Pitch on the way. This one's hit hard to the shortstop. Bounces out of the glove. The throw to second is not in time. Runner will come home from third, and the Breakers will score 2 as Hickether's going to make her way to second. There's nobody standing there. And the Breakers lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the second with Hickether at second. And Bissett's going to put Harris back in to courtesy run for Hickether. Now, there is a difference between a courtesy runner and a pitch runner, and I'll have to do a little research on that, but Harris will come back out and run. So 2 outs. Runner at second and third. Hermes is at third. And tip in the box. Here's Gray. Low pitch for ball 1. Gray with her heels on the back of the circle now steps up. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce to shortstop. She'll get it on the throw. High over the first baseman. That'll bring 1 runner home. Harris will come home, and the Breakers will take a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And on Saturday in the first game, the Breakers were able to score multiple runs with 2 outs. And they're going to go ahead and bring a runner, a courtesy runner in for Tip, who is the catcher. And that brings in Michaela Deshaw. And in the box now is the first baseman, Casey Donahue. Here's the pitch. Swung on. And I guess that is a warm-up pitch because Komanek is still marking down the change for the runner for Tip. And the official jokes, it's a good thing she didn't hit a home run. Now we're masked up and ready to go, and Donahue will step up. Or I apologize, Morgan Hall. Donahue is in the on-deck circle. There's the first pitch. It'll be swung on for strike 1. Breakers 7, Deer Lodge 0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Coach Gray's going to bring her his right field in. Here's the pitch, high. Ball 1, so 1-1 on the count. As we get a little bit of moisture here at Breaker softball field, Hall steps back in. The pitch by Gray. And that one, the runner's going to go to second. The shortstop is not able to hold on to it. And Deshaw will stand at second base. And we have a 2-1 count. A little bit more moisture coming down now. And the pitch swung on. That'll be strike 2 to even us out at 2 on the count. Bissett with some encouragements to his batter, and she settles back in. Here's Gray. Swung on. This one's fouled into the backstop and keeps the batter alive at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and out number 3 will be a strikeout. We go to the top of the third. The Breakers lead 7-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as the snow or sleet starts to come down here at Loyola Breaker Field. And leading off for Deer Lodge is Morgan Stevenson. So the 8-9 batters scheduled here at the top of the third. Breakers lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it's low for ball 1. So we'll play through the sleet here. Hickether now ready for the second. That one swung on for strike 1, and we even the count out at 1. Shouldn't last very long. The stuff wasn't coming over the mountain very thickly. The clouds look pretty thin. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count now to the left fielder. And Stevenson, Emma Packer in the on-deck circle for Deer Lodge. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 2. So 2-2 on the count. Leadoff batter here in the top of the third. Deer Lodge looking to crack the scoreboard as they are down 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Hickether now ready with the pitch. And we'll have a ball to even or make it a full count at 3-2. Sleet bouncing off the microphone here. Pitch on the way in the dirt, and Hickether will have her first walk of the game. Brings up the bottom of the order, Emma Packer, the right fielder. As the sleet picks up here at Loyola Field. Pitch on the way, showing bunt, high ball. Tip's got to track it down. The runner will advance to second. Batterudin came down the line to third, or to home, because Tip was chasing the ball down. Nobody standing at third, and the Breakers catch a break. So Packer will step in with 1-0 on the count. And the sleet continues to come down. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Even count at 1. Hickether looks at her wrist. Tip settles in. Pitch on the way. And that one's going to come off of Tip's mask. She recoils. It'll be swung on for strike 2. Fouled off of the bat of Packer. And Tip's coach will check her out. That one came right off of the bat and into the mask. Everybody waiting as Tip settles back in. A 1-2 count with a runner at second for Deer Lodge. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that'll be out number 1 for the strikeout. We swing to the top of the order now for Deer Lodge and Riley Gray. Gray, a left-handed batter. Okay. And the first pitch will be a ball. So 1-0 on the count. Here's the pitch, swung on, and we go even at 1. Thank you. I didn't bring mine down, and Mr. Tip is going to have one brought down for me, an umbrella. This one's fouled back into the backstop to get us at strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. With 1 out and a runner at second. Gray, her first at bat. As we bring up the stats, she had a hit, but was held on. This one's going to be fouled, and Batterudin with a good play down the third base line, but could not get it in the glove, and the batter will stay alive at 1-2. It's Jordan Cynical in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, low. Runner will hold at second, and we're even at 2. Moisture has died off here. Here's the pitch. High, and we get a full count at 3-2. So Hickether having to battle here in the top of the third inning. And the first game on Saturday against Eureka, she kind of did have the third inning. The second and third inning were two innings that she had to recover from, as this one's going to walk the batter to put runners at first and second. And we go to Rachel Nicholson for Deer Lodge. Thank you. Hickether with the first pitch, swung on for strike one. One out, runners at first and second, top of the third. Breakers lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch, swung on. Tip looked like she's going to rifle that one down the first base line, but keeps it loaded in the gun. So 0-2 on the count as Hickether battles back in with runners at first and second and one out. The pitch, swung on, foul back to keep Cynical alive. And now we get the pitch. Swung on, that was a high pitch. And Hickether stunned that it was swung on, but that's out number two. Runners hold, and Rachel Nicholson will come to the plate. Pitch swung on. Gets away from Tip, and the runners will advance to second and third. Nicholson will settle back in. Hickether wanting the pitch, didn't get it the first time, and so the set will send it back out. It's on its way now, low, and we're even at one on the count. Deer Lodge has two loaded, runners at second and third with two outs. Hickether settles back in. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be strike two. That was a dirty pitch by Hickether. Top of three, Breakers lead 7-0. Here's the pitch. And the final out of the inning will be a strike down the tube. Breakers hold on, runners held at second and third, and we go to the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the third inning. The Loyola Breakers lead Deer Lodge 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and leading off the inning, we are back at the bottom of the order. The 7, 8, 9 batters are due up. It is Casey Donahue, the first baseman. Here's the pitch by Gray. And it'll go over the outside of the plate for strike one. So Donahue, Whitegrass, and Radcliffe scheduled. Pitch low, evens us out at 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled right at the coach's box down the first base line, and we go 1-2 on the count. Sun has come back out to dry off the moisture we picked up from the little sleet storm. It's springtime in Montana, where you get all 3 seasons within 5 minutes. Here's the pitch, low, and we go 2-1 on the count. I believe we're 2-2, but the big blue board in the outfield says 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's got a nice drive. Bounces in front of the right fielder. And the first baseman's going to find her way to first base to lead off the inning. So that brings us to Whitegrass. Lead off hit. No, you're okay. And Gray wants a dry baseball. Last Friday, the Missoula Class AA schools, Big Sky Sentinel and Hellgate, played host to the Billings schools, Skyview West and as Whitegrass. And this one's going to come off the bat of Whitegrass and get Lamb in the mask just as Tip was hit with the one in the mask in the previous half inning. So it'll take a moment to let her gather, and the umpire, Komanik, going out to check to see if she wants a dry softball. But both Friday and Saturday, the 3 AA schools from Missoula taking on the 3 AA schools from Billings. And on Friday I was out, and Sentinel actually had a guy. As Whitegrass is showing bunt, she'll pull it back. And we'll go even at 1. But there was a gentleman for Sentinel that was drying the softball off. About every 3rd or 4th pitch, he would get a new ball out there. As this one's going to be rifled down the first base line, and Donahue's back to first in time. 2-1 on the count. Now to Whitegrass. Whitegrass, her first at bat. I don't have on I score. This is going to dribble right off the end of the bat, throw to first, and that'll be out number 1. Runner at first advances to second. We go to the bottom of the order to Radcliffe. Waiting for some reason, my game changer is not updating between innings. I'm still at the bottom of the second here, so I'll have to investigate that between innings. Here's Gray with the first pitch. This one's going to bounce out to Gray. She'll pick it up in the glove, throw to first, held on to, and Donahue will make her way to third. So 2 outs and a runner at third as the third baseman, Heli Badarudin, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. And it's at the toes of Badarudin for ball 1. Gray now with the pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 1. So we go even on the count at 1. Gray with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll out to the shortstop. Picked up in the dirt. Throw to first is there. And they're going to say in time, so the Breakers will leave one on as we go to the bottom of the fourth, or top of the fourth. Breakers lead 7-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Loyola Sacred Heart Lloyd Twite Sports Complex. Top of the fourth. Breakers lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And the first pitch is going to be hit. Alyssa Lamb with a good shot down the third base line. It landed right on the dust, and so they're going to call it foul. And I apologize to the listeners for not keeping up with the scoreboard with the moisture. I was kind of thrown off a little bit, but I'll keep up from here. So Hickether ready on the rubber. And that one will get us even at 1 on the count. Top of 4. Here's the pitch by Hickether. Swung on. This one's going to just barely clear the dugout down the first base line to get us to strike 2. Lamb had a pretty awesome curve on that one as it came off. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Hickether takes her down. Gives us Jesse Gravely in the box now. One out, nobody on, and this is going to be pitched across the toes for ball 1. Jesse Gravely, the center fielder. And we do have the stats updated now. Had to back out a game changer and log back in as we go 1-1 on the count. Mir in the on deck as we're inside for ball 2. For Gravely, struck out her first at bat. As we get a little bit more moisture now. Swung on, they're going to say pass ball. Tip's going to throw it down the first base line, and it's off the glove of the first baseman. Runner will get the base. So they're saying it's only 2 strikes, so we'll come back. It will be considered a foul, and the batter will stay alive. And we get a little bit more wind and the moisture. And this one's a long the toes for ball 3. So we go to a full count at 3-2. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. So Hickether with back-to-back strikeouts, and we go to Madison Johnson. Here's the pitch by Hickether, swung on for strike 1. For Johnson, who has that one go by for strike 2. Johnson struck out her first at bat. She'll reach for this one down the line, and the first baseman will touch the bag, and that'll be out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. The Breakers holding on 7-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN as the wind picks up here at Loyola Breakers softball field. Bottom of 4, Breakers lead 7-0. It is Riley King in the Five Valley Auto pitcher's circle. And leading off, it is Molly McHugh for the Breakers. The wind comes up and holds tight here. Here's Gray with the first pitch. And we'll have ball 1 as we hold things down here. It's almost like the Hellgate Canyon wind. Here's the pitch by Gray. Low for ball 2. Not going to be working on balls and strikes this right now, as we are having to hold things down with the wind blowing. This one's hit into center field, bounces, picked up. McHugh rounds first, slams on the brakes, and walks back. And the Breakers will have a hit to start the inning with Emily Hermes coming to the plate now. So no outs, runner at first, and the pitch on the way. Low, throw to first, but McHugh is back in time. Wind's kind of drying things off nicely here. As this one's going to send McHugh to second, and they'll have the tag for out number 1. And we go 1 out now. Even count at 1 for Hermes. Here's the pitch. And we get ball 2. Gray with the pitch now. Swung on. This one's down the first base line. It will be foul. And nobody can get there. So we go even on the count at 2 now. With Hickether in the on-deck circle for the Breakers. And they'll go ahead and toss a dry ball out to Gray. 2-2 on the count, nobody out, or nobody on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to get by the first baseman. Hops at the fringe, and Hermes will find herself on base. We come to the pitcher now, Kayla Hickether. Hickether settling in. And Gray with the pitch now. We'll have strike 1. Hermes will have to dive back into the bag and gets back just in time. As Lamb had a good throw down the first baseline. American flag standing at attention. This one's going to be fouled off into the first base dugout for strike 2. That wind picking up pretty good. Has kind of dried things off here for us. Pitch is in the dirt. Throw to first is not in time. So we get a 1-2 count now for Hickether. In the bottom of the 4th. Breakers lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. This one's going to be hit high in the gap. Picked up. Runners will be at first and second with 1 out now for the Breakers, and we come to the catcher, Tip. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. Harris is going to come out and run for Hickether. Bottom of 4, 1 out. Breakers lead 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Runners at first and second. And sliding down the stats here. Tip, 2 at-bats. This one's going to dribble out to the shortstop. She'll block it. Runner, but no tag, and Hermes will come home to make it 8-0 Breakers. And they're going to bring out a runner for Tip once again. It's going to be Deshaw, I believe, to run for Tip as Morgan Hall, and it is Deshaw to run for Tip. So Harris at second, and now Deshaw at first with 1 out. Breakers get a run to make it 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and that wind has turned icy here in the last few moments. Here's the pitch. Over the plate for strike 1. Gray now with the pitch. It's high, and we're even at 1. The on-deck circle has Casey Donahue in it. Here's Hall stepping back in. This one's going to be hit. It's going to dribble out to the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. That'll be out number 2, but the runners will advance to second and third. And we come to Donahue now for the Breakers. 2 outs, runners at second and third. And now Gray with the pitch. Swung on. This was going to foul back and get a strike 1. Breakers will have a game on Saturday as they host Mission. Then they go on the road Monday and Tuesday. Monday in Plains, Tuesday in Florence. We'll have coverage of all 3 of those games as Gray is ready for the pitch. And it's going to be strike 2. Donahue settles in, and now the pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's going to be down the line to the first baseman, and she'll easily tag. So the Breakers get 1, they hang 2, and it's 8-0 Loyola. Top of the 5th coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have the top of the 5th inning, Loyola Breakers lead 8-0 over the Deer Lodge Wardens. And leading off the inning is Alyssa Lamb. So the 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled on the inning as Lamb will swing on the first pitch for strike 1. Hickathur looks at her wrist, sets her foot on the rubber. Pitch on the way. High, and we're even at 1 on the count. You can follow along with the box score on Game Changer. Just go to GameChanger.com as the umpire is going to call time and looks down the third baseline here. Can't really see what he's spying down the line there, but he calls play and pitch on the way. This one's fouled off the grips for strike 2. Missoula Mavericks will open up their season on Sunday as they host the Great Falls Chargers doubleheader. First game at 1 as this one slides over the plate to strike out the batter. That will take us to number 9, Morgan Stevenson. So Stevenson settles in. 1 down, nobody on. High pitch slides through for ball 1. For Stevenson, walked her first at bat. Pitch on the way, swung on, and this one's going to be fouled off. First strike 1. 1-1 on the count to Stevenson, who's hanging out in left field. Hickathur now with the pitch. And we'll have ball 2. 2-1 on the count. Emma Packer in the on-deck circle for Deer Lodge, and I wonder if she is, no, that's Parker's in, as this one's going to be ball 3. So 3-1 on the count as Hickathur is behind. Hickathur looks at her wrist, steps to the rubber, and now the pitch. High, and Hickathur will walk the batter. Puts a runner at first with 1 out, and we come to the bottom of the order to Emma Packer. So Packer will settle in. And the pitch over the plate for strike one. Big ugly gray cloud to the west of us is keeping the sun away. But to the north of us, there's blue sky. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's fouled back for strike two. So 0-2 on the count with 1 out and 1 on at first. Top of 5. Breakers lead 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Swung on. And out number 2 will be a strikeout for Hickether. We swing back to the top of the order for Riley Gray, the pitcher. Left-handed batter, the only left-handed batter for the Wardens. Pitch on the way. That one's high for ball 1. For Gray, 1 hit and a walk. That one we're going to call ball 2. Keith Komanek is our plate umpire in the field. Scott Johnson. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be golfed high over the third baseline, foul, and we'll have a strike. Here's Hickether with the pitch now. And that one's going to hop out of the glove, but it'll be strike 2. All the weather coming out of the north. Here's the pitch. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. Hickether looks at her wrist. And now the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled high up over the third baseline dugout. We stay at 3-2. Hickether now steps to the rubber. 3-2 to, and that one swung on, and the inning will end on a strikeout. So the Breakers hold the runner off on first, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in bottom of the 5th inning. Breakers lead 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we're going to have Alexa Martinez come in for Emma Packer. So she'll bat 9th and will play in right field. Whitegrass to lead off for the Breakers here in the bottom of the 5th, and she'll let the first pitch slide by for strike 1. So bottom of the order for Loyola. Whitegrass and Radcliffe in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. High and outside for ball 1. For Whitegrass, she's 0 for 2 at bat. This one's in the dirt. Ball 2. And the wind has died down momentarily. Here's the pitch. Contact, but it is fouled up over the first baseline dugout, so we go 2-2 on the count. Swung on, and that'll be out number 1. We come to Radcliffe. Radcliffe, a left-handed batter, the only left-handed batter I've seen so far. She'll let the ball come by for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of 5. Breakers lead 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And it's outside on the plate for strike 2. So Gray getting into a stride here. She has been ruthless the last couple of innings. And we're outside for ball 1. For Deer Lodge, this is their first game in a couple of weeks. And in the dirt to even us out at 2. So they were able to play early and then had an extended break. The weather affecting teams as Radcliffe will bounce this one out to Gray. She'll throw to first, and that'll be out number 2. We swing to the top of the order for Helly Batteruden. So with 2 outs and nobody on, the top of the order steps to the plate. Here's the pitch by Gray. Low for ball 1. Batteruden has 2 runs, walked one of her first 3 appearances at the plate, as this one's outside for ball 2, so 2-0 on the count. As Molly McHugh stands in the on-deck circle. It's actually, for the Breakers, it's the on-deck Heart. As this one slides over the plate for strike 1. So whoever prepared the field today, the Heartbreakers, have a heart for their on-deck circle. Pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's right past the glove of the pitcher, and Batteruden will be on with 2 outs, and we go to Molly McHugh. Nice job by Riley Gray on the reflex to try to grab that one as it went by her, but just above her glove. So McHugh steps up. And the pitch. Swung on. This one's fouled down the first base line and out of play as it comes down in the mud puddle. Batteruden was already over at third on that one. She's got a good first step. Here's the pitch. And the throw to first as we get strike 2. And for base runners, it's measured your time from home to third, and then they do a second time, first to third. Batteruden, she is speedy down that line as we have a ball outside to get us ball 1. So 1-2 on the count to McHugh. 2 outs, Batteruden at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to be foul back towards us. Keeps McHugh alive at 1-2. Gray with the pitch now. Outside, runner's going to go, high throw, and not in time. They're going to say safe. Good throw by Lamb, but just a second behind. And we go even at 2 on the count as they replace the base back in its hole. McHugh settles back in, and Gray with the pitch. Swung on. This one's over the shortstop's head. Batterudin will round third. On her way home as the throw is made, and McHugh will advance to second. The Breakers will add a run to make it, as I go backwards, 9-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, with Emily Hermes coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. So the Breakers earning runs on 2 outs once again. Here's the pitch by Gray. And swung on for strike 1. Hickether in the on-deck circle. If or when Deer Lodge works out of this inning with 2 outs, it's the 2, 3, 4 batters scheduled on the inning next. Outside for ball 2. So 2-1 on the count. Gray is going to want to put down Hermes because Hickether stands in that on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's high down the first base line. It looks like it's fair, and it will. It dropped. Here comes McHugh around, and McHugh will score to make it 10-0. The missed throw will advance Hermes to second, and the Breakers lead 10-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th. And that, folks, will be game. The Breakers win 10-0 over Deer Lodge. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.